What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard 8 rare deck for you. And today we're playing Cats. And yes, everybody else has already done Cats. That was one of the first things a lot of channels did when Foundations dropped. I didn't get around to it. We're getting around to it today. In part because I realized there's a card that I haven't seen anybody else playing that seems to be a perfect fit for this deck. So let's dive into the deck. Creatures. 4 Leonin Vanguard. 4 Savannah Lions. 4 Ajani's Pridemate. 4 Helpful Hunter. 4 Skyknight Squire. 4 Arahbo, the first Fang. All the cats you'd expect to see in the cat deck. But then we're also running 3 copies of Kutzil, Malamet Exemplar. He's going to let us draw a card every time we connect with one or more creatures that has a power greater than their base power. So anybody that's pumped by Arahbo, Johnny's Pridemate when he's got counters on him, Leonin Vanguard when he's had his 3 creatures trigger. And we're just going to be hitting that requirement so often that it made perfect sense to run him in here, especially since he's a cat. In addition to those creatures, we got a low protection in the form of 2 Surge of Salvation. We've got the removal in the form of 4 Sheltered by Ghosts and a single copy of Ossification because it's got the word cat in it. And then we've got 3 copies of Claws Out to help us take games out of nowhere. Just throw an extra 8 damage or 10 damage at the opponent's face. 15 Plains, 4 Blossoming Sand, 4 Secluded Courtyard. Enough non-basics to make sure we hit the green to play the Kutzil, but still enough Plains to make sure that our Ossification doesn't wind up stranded. And that's the deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe, and I'll see you over there. This is keepable. We'll start with the sands and not do a turn 1 play. And try and set up Squire into a pair of dudes on turn 3. Giving it thought, and they're telling me no. Lion. Vanguard. And the turn. We'll see if they do something that's going to require the surge. Each opponent sacks a creature. Yeah. That doesn't target, so the surge doesn't help us there. Surge will help here. Get in for 3. Prologue again. They're trying to find an answer. A couple of curiosities. Token, combat, get a life, get a trigger, and we have overwhelmed them. This looks good. cat. And oddly enough, we'll play a cat. Pridemate and in for 2. Say its name. And they're on Signs Against Humanity. Pridemate and Vanguard. Life gain trigger. Both the Pridemates grow. And we're able to get in for 5. Slime number 1. Get all our triggers, and we will send everybody. Opponent goes to 2. That should wrap it up. Acceptable hand. See what the opponents got lined up for us. And they got their own planes. They got a life gain rabbit. Pridemate. They are also cat people. Every Arahbo ever. Arahbo? Arahbo? Arahbo. I don't know. Playing dudes. They're out-duding us. Arahbo. We'll go ahead and swing in. See what they got for our crackback, if anything. Sending all the stuff. Alright. We're going to block there. We're going to block there. Raise the past. Send our guys over. Make a replacement Arahbo. Keep the untapped one. And get 2 tokens. Got a bunch of triggers going on. Let's see how they decide to attack. Block there. No, we'll use a token. Puts us at 5. Yep, they've got this one. They were able to play more cards than us. We can work with this. They looked at our lines like they've got a cut down or something. But we swing through without issue. Let's double up on these lions. They're looking at him. Oh, they did have the cut down. Let's exile that card. We'll discard that card. Arahbo? Arahbo? I still don't know what the pronunciation is. Deep Cavern Bat. Steal our last little dude. Send everything. Pass it back. Shoulder. And that's going to be a little wall for us. I don't think it's worth swinging through with just two guys. And I'm definitely not going to send Arahbo. No attacks. That shoulder is going to start gaining them back life because that's what shoulders do. Warlock can't take our planes. Draw a card even though Shieldred's there. Not a card that particularly helps. We'll gain back a life. No attacks quite yet. Provided nothing substantial changes next turn, we'll start attacking. Deep Cavern. Gonna leave the planes in our hand. They can't take that. See how they swing, if at all. They don't. Let's get that Shieldred off the table. Send everybody but Bo. Pass it back. There's another Shieldred. Send everything. You've got to use the bat or you're not going to make it through. In fact, you don't make it through anyway, because that's 8. And even with the one you gain back from the bat, that's still a 0. We got lands, we got cats. That's what we came here to do. We will keep this one. Vanguard. Try a Squire. No Squire for us. 1 for 1. Try for the Arahbo. That doesn't make sense. You play a No More Lies, and then you've got more lies. It's like they lied to us. See if we can make a hunter. Make a Vanguard. Get in for 2. Let's see what they've got. 3 steps to go through the deck a little bit. Probably to go find a board wipe. Makes sense. What I would do if I was them. Ajani. Set that to cat. Yeah, we'll try it. Didn't work out. Jace the Perfected.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion.
A couple things from us. They draw a card. Get our hunter. I don't think we're in a good position here. I haven't thought it for a couple turns, but I'm just now mentioning it.
The data requires scrutiny.
Let's see if we can finish off this Jace. Soul partition it out of the way.
A minor setback to Phyrexia's plan.
Oh, let's get out of combat. Then we can play this guy. Maybe play this guy. See what they come up with. Come up with a Sunfall. It does not look good for us at all. They got the Jace back.
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop us.
Millis, they're going to draw a card. That's not a threat. We'll hold on to it and bluff. The incubator. Mill us some more. They draw a card.
Upon your ideas.
I'm sitting here thinking there's nothing that comes to mind that I could draw that would make me happy right now. Make me think we have a shot here. So we'll give it to him. This looks acceptable. No green mana for the Kutzil, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Vanguard. Cat. Drop this Kutzil. Kill our guy in response. Draw a couple cards. We still get to get in for 2 though. We got a couple pieces of removal for whatever roadblock we make next. Shelter, get everything out of the way. Come over for 6. Draw an extra card off the Pridemate. Interaction between Kutzil and the Pridemate, I should say. Slasher number 2. Slasher. That's all she wrote. Little light on guys, but I'm sure this will work. Temple of Epiphany. Make a lion. Blossoming Sands, gain a life, in for 2, eat a removal spell. Yes. Just as expected. Run out this hunter. Another Sands. See if they burn this kitten. Nope, just a thrill of possibility. Pitching at 3 steps. They've only got 1 blue source, so that lines up. See land go. Drop our boy Bo. for 2. And see what they've got. We're going to bounce the bow. We're good with that. We got the token out of it. So I think that's a positive for our side. Do some more discarding. And another 3 steps. There's the blue source for them. Does that mean we're in trouble now? Let's try bow again. Bow exists. Come over for 4. And we successfully do that. Makes me wonder what's in their hand. If maybe they're on some sort of 1,000-year storm type thing. And 3 steps to draw 2 and discard a card. I'm trying to find something. A board wipe, perhaps? Who knows? We'll find out. Well, we might find out. They might not draw it. Ill-timed explosion. That's what they were looking for, I'm going to guess. Campus renovation. Kutzil. And we've got the surge to try and protect them. Really curious because they threw away an answer to the Kutzil. Floodmaw. We have to give him hexproof. Gonna shelter him just so that we can put him up to a 4 power, so we'll draw a card off the attack. We'll make a little dude. Pass it back. Now, in hindsight, we probably should have held that in case there's another explosion in hand. Let's get over for 5. Draw for Kutzil. Yeah, let's mess with him. Make him think we got something else going on. I don't know if it matters, but get lost on our Kutzil. See if we would make him a little bit bigger. We can. And we will. Keep that where it is. Come over for 3. Let's see if they've got an answer of some sort. They got a land. Come over for 3. Into their hand. Let's redeploy. And the turn. No reason to play the Vanguard in case they've got another board wipe. And playing him won't bring the Skyknight out of Lightning Helix range. So we hold on to it for right now. Drop Bo. Burst Lightning that guy. Makes sense. Drop a Sheltered over here, so we got the 3 power, and that'll wrap it up. And that's the deck. Fairly happy with how it went. We wound up with a 9-5 record recording this video. Kutzil definitely did his job. Drew a few extra cards off of him. And I saw a couple spots where the opponent had to play around the not being able to cast spells during our turn. So he definitely worked. The only issue I have with the deck is what I have, the issue I have with the Cat Tribal as a whole, which is a lot of our early drops are unimpressive. So in the situations where everything lines up and we're able to go, you know, turn 1 guy into turn 2 Squire, turn 3 drop Bo, and just get that initial rush set up, deck works fine then. But if we stumble, if we draw some pieces but not the others, our guys individually don't do a whole lot to impact the board. And, you know, those draws feel very anemic and, you know, so it's not quite a glass cannon, but it's definitely a deck that functions a lot better when the pieces line up in the exact right order. Well, if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash, or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.